Hello everyone, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm, and I am out for a lovely woodland run, and I'm reading a book. So I thought I'd let you know what I'm currently listening to while I'm running. It's not my normal type of genre really, but a friend recommended me this book called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night by Mark Haddon, I think his name is. And it's about this young boy who is doing a school project, writing a murder mystery, and this dog dies, and he starts investigating it and writing a book about it. And he doesn't have autism, but there's definitely he's got a very unique mind, let's put it that way. He sees things in patterns and diagrams and rules, and he's got a serious distaste for the colour yellow and stuff like that. And it's a very it's short, it's cute, it's sad, it's a little bit of everything, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So that is what I am currently listening to while out on a very squelchy run.
People of the internet, I am now back from work. It is the weekend and I am reading a pretty amazing book, and that is saying a lot because I'm only a couple of pages in. How many pages am I? Oh, it's upside down, that's fine. So I am only 15 pages into this book, but oh my goodness gracious, I am loving it. People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd. I just finished The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night, which was stunning, heartbreaking, emotional. I had empathy and sympathy for this little kid. I got angry, I was scared for him, and I also laughed. It was such a touching book, really powerful yet easy to read. I will leave a full review at the end of the month, so I don't want to say too much about it. But if you're looking for a more contemporary type of a book, I do highly recommend that to you. Now I'm going on to this book. And this is actually Ellery Lloyd is a pseudonym for London-based husband and wife writing team Colette Lyons and Paul Vlitos. So that's a picture of them over there. And yeah, 15 pages in, I love it. I couldn't resist buying a copy of this book when I saw it in Sainsbury's. The premise sounds fantastic. It's about this really successful Insta mum, and she's got this incredible page on the internet, this blog about being a mum and stuff, and she's got millions of followers, but one of them is hunting her. They think that she's got everything in life and she doesn't deserve it. So as someone that is on the internet a lot with what I do with YouTube and Instagram and stuff, I feel like it is a very scary concept, and a real one too, it's believable. But yeah, I was just so excited, and I dived in at work and instantly it just hooked me. The writing is stunning. I'm so impressed that it's a debut. It's also so relatable. Obviously I don't know what it's like to have a kid. I've got my beautiful nephews who I adore, but if I think about what it would be like, this is exactly how I see it. And the fact that it's British, there's things that they're saying in this book, or referring to, Wotsits, which is a cheesy crisp, and how her life is just sprinkled with Wotsit dust and stuff like that. It's just really, really fun. And so the thriller side of it hasn't really started yet, 15 pages in, but even though it might be at a slower start, it's really enjoyable, and I feel like it's going to be a 5-star read. I've seen April from Getting Hygge with It. She does a lot of readings from the first line of her books, and she rates it out of 5. So the first line of this on the prologue says, "I think it is possible that I am dying." That to me is a 5-star. Why is she dying? What's happening? So you're instantly intrigued, you're hooked. It's also so nice to have a book in my hands again. I've been reading a lot of audiobooks because I don't really have a lot of space for books in my life right now. I don't have a bookshelf. I'm planning on getting one. I am staying in the UK now. I've signed a year contract at work. I've got a car. My flat, I've finally got a contract for my flat. Everything is just like going so well. Like, I feel so much more financially stable. I knew I made all these right decisions. I worked so hard, and you know, people were always offering me all this help and wanting not to make me indebted to them in a way, but people were just offering me stuff that I wasn't really comfortable accepting. They were offering me to move somewhere else, and you know, I just spent so much time building connections here, and I fell in love with this little quirky, crazy flat that I live in. And I did have a boyfriend. I don't anymore, but things are going really well, and I feel like everything that I decided to do, even as scared as I was when I was doing them and making those decisions, like, I mean, like I've said how many times, I almost wound up in a homeless shelter. I was petrified, but it's all kind of just worked. So I don't know how I spiraled onto this topic, but yeah, I'm just feeling really positive. Yeah, so I guess what I was talking about was a bookshelf. So anyway, the point was that yes, I'm holding a book in my hands again, and just the smell of a book, the feel of it, turning the pages, everything is just so lovely. So I am doing a reading blog for people like her, so let's see how it goes. I am taking the dust jacket off while I read it because I don't like to get my dust jackets ruined. So it's quite funny, the yellow, it's one of my favourite colours. So 15 pages in, yeah, we've gotten to know the girl, what's her name, I've forgotten, Emmy. And she's just had her second baby. She's at this like this big talk where she's on stage with her newborn, and he's like suckling her breast. And the husband, so it's told from 2 points of view, the husband and her. So we've seen her point of view, and then we now dive into the husband's mind, and he's a little bit resentful, I think, of her success, but also he's letting us in on the nitty-gritty little secrets about her, like how she's actually kind of sugarcoating the truth a little bit. Like she has said things in a way to make the public love her, and make it seem like she just kind of fell into this blog, and it all just kind of hit her at once, and wow, like now she's famous, where actually like that was not the case. She had an agent that put it all together. She had like the domain name and everything before she'd even written the first blog post. So she's lying a little bit, a lot. So yeah, he's like saying, like, I mean, his first chapter is bullshit, 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 bullshit. So I don't think he's very happy. But yeah, that is where I am, and I plan on reading quite a lot this weekend, so hopefully we'll get some pages in and you will see me read. Hello.
Change my mind, put it back.
Hello everyone, I spent a lot of yesterday reading this book, having some wine and playing with some dogs. So I am now 38 pages in and bloody loving it, absolutely loving it. So obviously there's someone that is hunting this girl who resents her a lot, Emmy, and I think already I know who it is, although that might be really obvious because like early on in the book, so this might contain some spoilers, but I will never give away like the big twist at the end, you know, but in the beginning, like Emmy and her husband in their alternating chapters, they're like talking about their relationship and how it developed, and basically Emmy was actually seeing this guy called Giles before and during like the first time she shagged her husband now, and just, you know, obviously really hurt him. And I think maybe is Giles the hunter. But then there's this thing where there's chapters told from the hunter's point of view, and the hunter's like in this like room where she's giving this big talk with the baby like sucking on her boob and stuff,
And like whoever the hunter is raises their hand to ask a question, but she ignores whoever it is. And basically, like the hunter is saying, "Oh yeah, I mean, my face wouldn't have really stood out to you anyway." So I don't know, like who would that be? Because like it couldn't, like I know the husband resents her, but obviously like I don't think it could be him. Giles, obviously she'd recognize him if he was there in a conference room. And also it seems like it's the whole brand is Mama Bear, her social media stuff, so I guess it's predominantly women. She's also got this old best friend called Polly, who something's obviously happened. I don't know if they're friends anymore, but they're all like, oh, poor old Polly, all the time. And I'm like, what happened with Polly? So we've got Giles, the ex, then we've got Polly, and I just don't know. Someone is the hunter, and we're getting thrown all these little red herrings. So 38 pages in, absolutely loving it so far. It is Sunday. I'm about to go and have a yummy Sunday roast, but I will catch in with you a little bit later. Hello everyone, it is now Tuesday. I have been reading a little bit in my lunch breaks at work, so I'm now 59 pages into the book. And okay, so my theories can't be true. They can't be, because so now it's definitely not the husband. I thought maybe it's this Giles guy, but then there's like the italics in the book are told from the stalker's point of view, and it says at one point it's like, oh, everyone used to call me like something about a little girl. I can't remember what it was. Hold on. I used to be such a nice girl back in those days. Such a polite girl. So it's a girl. So now I'm thinking, well, it's got to be Polly, right? Like her friend, and that something's happened with her. No one knows what that is. But that just seems so obvious. So I'm still like stumped. I don't know what's going on, but yes, absolutely loving it. Really, really good so far. And I just can't wait. I think tonight after work, I've just had a like 6.5k run, which is probably why I look a bit red, and a quick run through the shower. I now need to get to work, and I think tonight, I'm being very healthy this week. I'm going to just cozy up in bed with some tea and smash out a lot of this book. Let's see how we go. I will talk to you tonight. Right, so new theory. I mean, the writing is far too good in this book for the twist to be what I could possibly think it is. Now, I think maybe it's Polly's mum. I'm busy reading it now in bed. I am so tired, but I can't put it down. Let's find out who this person is. Oh yes, this is my kind of Sunday. I am getting into the bath with a glass of wine, and I am going to smash out some of this book because it is so bloody good. And no, you cannot join me in the bath because I'll be naked. So I am now on page 164. So we've dwindled down exactly who this person kind of is, by age and gender, and it also cannot be, is it his name Polly? It can't be Polly's mother either. So it must just be some random person that used to work as a caretaker that has now become a psychopath, that had a daughter. Something obviously happened to the daughter. I'm gathering it's going to come out at some point in the book that Emmy had something to do with whatever happened to this daughter. This psychopath obviously lost her entire family, and it's very bizarre. It's still so slow paced. I mean, I'm over halfway through now, and not much has really happened, yet it is still so intriguing. So I'm hoping to smash out a fair bit tonight, if I can. I am so tired. I woke up at 5:30, went for a 5k run, and then I went to work and did some overtime. I got to work at like 7:30, so yeah, I need an early night tonight. Need to try to get like 8 hours of sleep in, because I'm planning on doing more overtime tomorrow, because let's be honest, I need the money. Okay, it is now Friday evening once again, and I got quite a lot of reading done in my lunch break at work today. I am that far away from the end, so we're getting close. And honestly, things are only starting to ramp up now, and I am not normally one to enjoy slow-paced books. However, there's just something so mysterious about this that I just cannot, like, I can't get enough of it, and I'm so interested to find out what's going to happen. Finally, we've had something quite serious go down, and I'm interested to see how this couple deals with the situation, what they're going to do with people involved with it. And yeah, I mean, so we basically kind of know who the baddie is now. However, we don't know what her link to Emmy is at this stage. So I guess that's like the big reveal at the end. So, I mean, is it the most incredible, scary, suspenseful thriller I've ever read? No, it's not. But I think the reason I do love it so much is because it's a lot about social media, and I do a lot of social media. And it is a very real, visceral fear that stuff like this could happen. You know, someone could be out there, like, hunting you and taking down every last one of your little details. You know, if you're taking a video and you accidentally post something that has a slight view of where you might live that they can link you to, you know, they can come after you. It's a scary world online. So yeah, absolutely loving it. Wild Friday evening once again. I have my slow cooker on the go with a spag bowl, already smelling delicious. What else? That's pretty much it. I don't have many plans this weekend. Doing like an 11k run tomorrow, and I'm listening to The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry, which, oh my god, I'm loving it. So much better than Baby Teeth. If you didn't like Baby Teeth, or even if you did like Baby Teeth, The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry is so much better. It's just so intense. I cannot put it down. This child is just sadistic and disgusting, and like, the amount of trauma she went through in her childhood, according to what I've read so far, is just horrific. So, you know, there's reasons for the way that she is, but my god, like, it's a roller coaster of a book, and I am so enthralled. So I'll listen to that tomorrow while I'm on my 11k run, and then Sunday I'm doing a 6k run. And hopefully I will finish this book this weekend. So this will be my last bit of a People Like Her reading vlog. Cheers.
Ooh, I am back from my run. I did like 10 and a bit k. Now I'm doing my hair. I've realised that I got the wrong box. I know the one I used to use, like I go by like what the girl looks like on the front. I recognise her face, so I'm just like, okay, cool, I'll just choose that box every time. I know that colour kind of works, like, as I'm lightening my hair. I kind of thought it was her, but I've opened the box and it's definitely not. This is now Ultra Platinum, and it's got a anti-yellow conditioner in it. So this might be different. I'm not sure about how we're going to do my hair. We're going to do a test first to make sure we don't completely stuff my hair up, because I do quite like what it looks like right now. So, test, let's go. It is the moment of truth. I started watching, what was it called? Married at First Sight, and I got a little bit emotional, as I do, and I'll tell you why. It was because, like, well, red and snotty now, but, so, like, people just, you know, when they say what they're doing in life, they're like, oh, so where were you at 28? And obviously I'm almost 30, and then suddenly it's like, oh yeah, you know, I just bought my first house, just did this, just did that, and I was like,
Really? Right, yeah, it just makes me feel a bit shit. Right, that looks like it's really lightened up. I'm gonna wash this and see. Let's see if I can pop it somewhere. That looks quite light. Oh dear. What have I done? Tell my hair. The horrible thing is I have to wait for this to dry to see exactly the extent of what has happened. Has it gone completely orange? Or can we get away with something here? I think we've gone slightly orange. Oh dear. And this is why we test it. It should be all good. Dry it. I don't have a hairdryer, so we have to wait in anticipation. Right. This is what it looks like for now. What it looks like. Blonde, right? But let's go back, give it a brush, and wait to see what I have done to myself. Oh god. Pop you there. Get rid of the mirror. Oh look, that's funny. You can see two of me. Oh, it's the simple things in life that really entertain me. I gather I should just leave it for a bit. I think it's alright. I don't know if I should just go ahead with it and do it. Well, that's blonde. Okay, it is the moment of truth. Let's start taking this shit off. Ah! You see me do it once, I don't need to show you again. I'll show you afterwards. Good morning, everyone. I have gone ginger. We're just gonna rock it, right? It's not come out as blonde as I wanted it to. Yeah, I don't quite know what to do with it now, but if I put any more dye onto it, it is not going to be very happy with me, and it might actually fall out. So I'm just going to live with it and deal with it. It actually looks more orange on camera than it does in real life. Like, it's not as orange and as terrible as it seems. I'll leave it for like a month. I can live with it, and then I will fix it up as soon as I possibly can. Ah, shit. So I've got my book, I've got my coffee, and we are having a nice morning in bed reading because it is Sunday and I am just ready to finish this book. I did finish The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry this morning on Audible while I was washing my dishes and hanging up my washing and doing all that, you know, grown-up stuff that you have to get done in life. So that's done. I bloody loved that book and I have to write my review on that today. My legs are sore. I did promise myself I'd go for a 6k run today, so I'm going to find a new book later to download and listen to. I might do Night Shift by Kiara Ladner, but let's see. First, let's smash out some of people like her. So I didn't quite read as much as I thought I would over the weekend. I got busy doing everything other than reading and writing, which was my goal, but it is a new week, a new start, and we are trying again. So currently I am on page 220 of this book, so close to the end. I have no idea what the hell is going to happen or what the big reveal is going to be. I'm currently having a slight experiment to see how many Krispy Kreme donuts it takes to kill me. So we're doing that, reading the book, and then I have to get to work. still so cold in England. I want the summer now. Okay, so I decided to do a run after work today, which is not normally my normal thing. I did 5k, 5 and a bit k. Now I'm having some lentil and vegetable soup and watching clearly Emma from Drinking By My Shelf blow dry her hair for a video. And then I'm getting into bed. I've got a chamomile tea and I'm going to just crawl into bed, read my book. I've got my hot water bottle between my legs and just try smash out a lot of this book. I read during my lunch break at work today, and okay, Emmy is a terrible friend. She's done something that really pissed me off. But I don't know. Now who the person is can't be the person I also thought that it was, but now I know who that person is and the connection. So it's all kind of been revealed, but there's still like 50 pages of the book to go. So I'm trying to figure out what this person that wants revenge is going to do to Emmy. And yeah, which is what's going to happen. It's getting really intense now. Like the final pages aren't nearly as slow as the first half of this book.
I'm out on my lunch break and I found this little quiet corner of a parking lot in this beautiful, glorious sun. I think it's the first time that I have experienced sun in months. It's so nice to remember what it feels like on my skin. So even though it's not the most idyllic of places to be, I'm just so happy to be out in the sun and feeling it on my skin again. I've missed it so much. So some much needed vitamin D and some of this book. So now Emmy is taking herself away to this like retreat where there's no Wi-Fi, nothing's good, like nothing to make her stuff up again basically, and she's taken her little baby with her. And I think now is when this baddie is going to pounce on her husband and her older daughter who are left behind. So really, really excited. Okay, no, I think I figured it out what's going to happen, and oh my god, if I'm correct, things are about to go down.
Oh my god. Talk about a book hangover. I'm going to leave my final thoughts for my review at the end of the month as part of my March wrap up, but all I'm going to say is 5 out of 5 stars, 5 million stars, twinkling, beautiful stars. Go and read this book right now. Buy a copy and treasure it because, oh my god, it's the best book I have read this year. That was an intense reading vlog. Well done if you got all the way through it. Let me know if you enjoyed it and if you want me to carry on making videos like this where you see me in all types of different places and looks and makeup, no makeup, crying, not crying, going through all types of Jade World days. Have a lovely day and I will talk to you soon. Bye!